Hey friends, it's Monday morning, so it's time for the Monday motivation message. It's snowing outside, so it's quite beautiful here in New Jersey. I want to welcome a lot of the new members that are joining and remind you that you can easily invite friends, family members, colleagues to join this group. It's free, obviously, and we're here for inspiration, help, motivation, support as you conquer limiting beliefs and pursue your purpose. And definitely invite people because we have a lot going on in 2020 that I will be launching through this group and talking about in this group. But it all started, don't forget, with the book, Master Your Mindset, The Master's Way. This is on Amazon. And speaking of the holiday season, it's a great time to give this as a gift. It really is a life changer. It's a game changer for many people. And it's a timeless message about how our spirit, soul, and body work together in order to bring us the results that we want in our life and to help us to walk in our purpose and experience our destiny. So go to Amazon, get the book. If you already have it, give me a review so other people can understand how this has changed your life as well. So I just wanted to bring you a quick message today I was inspired by yesterday after watching Lion King. All right, so I know I get inspired by movies, and yes, it's a Disney movie, but as most of you know, they just came out with a CGI format, which is really a more realistic view of it. But let's go back. When they first came out with the movie in 1994, I didn't know much about it. Someone just said, you should watch this movie, it's really cute. And 2 years earlier, my dad had died very suddenly at the age of 51. I was only 23. So now you know how old I am. So I just revealed all that. But anyway, here I sit down to watch this movie. Little do I know that it's going to be this dad dying and the son losing his dad and feeling lost and all the implications of that. And I'm just sobbing. And I'm thinking someone should warn you when you watch a cartoon that basically, makes you cry like a baby. But obviously it was a great story and I've always been enamored by it. I've seen it on Broadway many times and it's really, truly moving. Last night with the kids, I watched the CGI version and I was brought back again to those same emotions. But what does it have to do with mindset? I watched this movie and I thought, wow, again, we as humans, if we don't have a true story to tell that's about achieving our purpose and destiny in life and making it through the odds, then we write these amazing stories. And that's why a lot of times movies can be so incredible. And in this case, think about the story of Lion King. Think about what happened. This lion, this young man, let's talk about it in terms of a human being, goes through a great loss in his life, and he goes through the loss of his father, and associated with that is blame and guilt and all these things that were not true, but things he took upon himself. And so he runs away from the situation. He runs away from his problems, and he runs to a place where he meets people who tell him, Hakuna Matata, no worries, don't worry about it, don't think about it, just live your life like whatever, right? Which on the surface seems attractive and on the surface seems like a good idea when you're struggling with things. Just let it all go. Don't worry about it. But the truth is he was running from his destiny and from his purpose. And the truth is he didn't need to worry about it, but he needed to deal with it. And it wasn't helpful for him just to shelve it all because eventually it all came back. And eventually, of course, it came back and pulled him back into his purpose. But he had to make a decision about who he was and who he was designed to be. Because until he walked in his true purpose, he wouldn't experience his destiny. And until he walked in his true purpose, he wouldn't affect all the other people's lives that he was meant to affect. Let's go back to the actual story. In this case, he's a king. He's the heir apparent, but he's not taking his position and he's letting a fraud take it. And it affected all the other people in that area. It affected his family and all the other lionesses, right? Who were really suffering under the rule of somebody else who shouldn't have been there. So his choice to run from his purpose, his choice to run from his problems, his choice not to deal with his mindset of I'm not good enough, or I've made too many mistakes, it's too late, I'm just gonna forget it all. His choice to do that was affecting negatively so many other people, in this case, lions, but you get it. So I really want you to think through that story. I mean, I'm not trying to sort of over dramatize a cartoon, if you will, but honestly, I think it has an incredible amount of meaning for us. So if you haven't watched it lately, watch it again, and then look at yourself. Do you know who you are? Are you walking in your purpose? Are you running from anything difficult up here that you haven't dealt with, that's keeping you from operating in your gifts, and therefore keeping you from blessing other people? Because everybody needs to play a role. You are needed. We need you, we need each other to walk in our gifts and to chase after our purpose so you can experience the destiny you were born to experience. So it's Lion King, I get it, but for me, it's got so many layers of meaning. I had to talk about it today. So maybe it's a snow day for you, depending on where you are. Maybe you can take the day, take a little time, watch the movie, remind yourself, and make sure that you aren't running away to a far land of Hakuna Matata where it's no worries. Forget about all that stuff. No, you have to deal with all that stuff. You need to deal with it if you want to experience your destiny and do what you are meant to, design specifically to do on this earth. It's not easy. There are some fights and struggles that you have to make it through and things you need to conquer, but you can do it when you set your mind to it. The one thing that you can control up here, right? So I encourage you, in the theme and spirit of Lion King, is to remember who you are, to deal with those issues that are behind you, to press forward to your purpose so you can experience your destiny and bless those around you. Guys, tomorrow podcast is live at 7 a.m. Eastern, so don't forget to subscribe and listen to that. And go to my website, elizabethnader.com, so you can find all the links to social media and training and speaking opportunities and all those things to learn about. So have a great week. If it's snowing where you are, stay safe, stay warm, and we'll talk to you guys soon.